Okay, finally. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Great grand rising to the royal family, Ankh and Ma'at. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, drop a 111 in the chat. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, drop a 111 in the chat. Let me know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, guys, for those of you who may not know me, my name is Mark with a C Blake. I am your humble servant trader here on Profits Before Sunrise, where we take only the highest probability trade ideas, executing them with discipline, patience, and consistency. Ladies and gentlemen, each and every single morning at 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., we scout the markets using binary trading strategies for binary options. And this morning is no different. We're going to be diving into the market to see if we can find any trade ideas. Join us as we trade these markets. All right, so without any further delay, again, sorry for the delay, guys, but without any further delay, let's get started. The first thing that we want to do is we want to start looking at forexfactory.com so we can identify if there are any news events that could potentially be affecting us in the market. All right, so we're going to be looking at that right now. The time is 5:13. I'm not seeing anything that could potentially affect us right now. The next news event is at 9 o'clock a.m. CAD has overnight rate for CAD. That's amazing. You want to catch that at 9 o'clock, you're going to see CAD move in the market like crazy. Anytime there's cash rate or overnight rate or anything of that nature. All right. All right, so there's nothing affecting us in the news. Let's go on over to the currency strength meter and see if we can find anything here in the currency's strength. Which direction is the wind blowing us today? Are we going up or are we going down? Well, we usually use the currency strength meter to identify this. All right, the currency strength meter is one where we can identify if the currency is actually going up or down. So we usually trade three different pairs. All right, we usually look at Euro USD, or we may look at Euro JPY, or maybe Euro USD. All right, and sometimes we look at the Aussies. Well, you can see here where the currency strength for USD is 2 bars. Okay, and Euro is 5 bars. Japanese yen is the strongest, right? At what's that? 6, 7, 8 bars. So with Japanese yen being the strongest, guys, next to AUD, of course, the Japanese yen being the strongest out of the three, Euro, JPY, and USD, when we're looking at the Euro against the Japanese yen, if the Japanese yen is stronger, the second currency is stronger than the first currency, we're going down in the market. And if the first currency is stronger than the second, then we're going up in the market. Well, right now, Euro JPY, if you pair them up, Japanese yen is stronger. So you should be going down for that currency pair. But you want the one with the greatest disparity between the two, the greatest difference. That will show you a lot more momentum. So for example, USD is at 2 and Japanese yen is at 8. That would be the biggest difference. All right. So USD JPY is one we want to really start off with. Why? Because of the difference. It's huge. Japanese yen is stronger than the USD, so we should be going down. Next after that, we could evaluate, let's see, Euro JPY is a 3-bar difference. Euro USD is also a 3-bar difference. So either one we can choose and select. Hey guys, what's pocket paying out on AUD right now? What's AUD paying out? All right, so here we go. We're gonna start off by looking at USD JPY, and just so that we do not slow things down, I'm gonna take my big face off the screen. Boom. Goodbye. With that handsome face of yours. All right, so let's look at USD JPY. USD JPY. All right, and we're going to start off on the daily, and we're just going to work our way down. Ensure you guys have opened up your brokers and that you have the currency pair that you wish to trade and that it is paying out what you desire. AJ is at okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, so let's switch on over. Follow me on over to Trading View now, guys. AUD USD unavailable. All right, AJ is at 88. AUD USD not available. Okay. All right, 49%, guys. So on IQ option, which is the broker that we use out here in the Caribbean, UJ is paying out 82%. All right, 82%, and we do not have AUD. I can't wait till we can all trade the same things together, to be honest with you. All right. So AUD, AJ is paying out 88%. All right, so let's look at AJ first. Let's mark up AJ real quick. Time now is 5:18. And AJ should be buying. And as you can see on the daily, it is indeed moving up. But in the essence of time, let's start down at 5 minutes. All right, so we can see that we just retested a zone here. We just had a double bottom retesting this zone. RSI was perfectly lined up for that buy. That was at 4:45, so slightly before our time. So where would the next opportunity be? The next opportunity for AJ without any delay would be this high with this humongous wick showing lots of selling pressure at this zone. Let's go ahead and identify that with a horizontal ray down here. And we're gonna find the zone. How do we find the zone? We usually highlight the body of the candle that produced that high and the wick. All right, so the body and the wick. And we typically use a box to highlight that visually so we can see the area, because this zone is an area. Okay, so we're currently in that area now, and one of two things can happen at this area. Either we're going to get a rejection and fall, or we're going to break through it and get a potential entry for a buy. Now, guys, we trade on the 5 minute and the 1 minute chart. We set up on the 5 minute, we execute on the 1 minute. If we see our setup, if our objective trading decisions are met, then we execute. Now, if price gets rejected at that ceiling, then we can look to take it off the floor down here. All right. Now, guys, by no means, shape, or form am I giving any form of financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. So please understand that you are managing your own risk and you're making your own decisions when it comes down to trading in the market. Investing in any arena, guys, investing anywhere involves risk. So you must be prepared to accept that risk or not. All right, so I'm just letting you guys know this is for educational purposes only. All right. All right, so AUD JPY is set up for a bullish move to the upside. I'm going to set my alert here. set my alert. Add alert. So my alert is set so that when the RSI comes back on down, it will be triggered and let me know that we have a potential entry on AUD JPY. So we are bullish on AUD JPY. I'll flag that green. All right, now for my IQ option, folks, let's go ahead and flag this red for a sell. All right, let's go ahead and map this. It's now 5:21. We have about 5 minutes until the 5:25 candle. So let's go ahead and look at the top down on this real quick. On the daily, I can see that we're transitioning up. We are in an uptrend, guys, if you can see it. Over the last, several weeks, we turned around on January the 23rd. Around about January, we started trending to the upside. So you guys can see we started trending to the upside around January. And we have been trending upwards since. Okay. So although the currency strength meter is giving us a bearish movement to say Japanese yen is stronger, that's only for right now, guys. But the long-term trend is upward. Okay. The long-term trend is upward. So let us go ahead and look at the resistance and support on the previous candle. And so we have a strategy that we use, guys, by the name of ready, set, go. It's a very simple, very basic strategy. I like to keep it simple. It's easy to understand, easy to execute, and it works. It's been working for the last 3 years for us. And if it's not broken, don't fix it. So I improve upon it. Each and every single day I try to improve upon it, but we don't need to fix it. And the truth is, guys, I believe all strategies work in some conditions. I think it's really about how consistent and how disciplined you can be in executing that strategy. Once you start trading, nobody will ever just be able to take a strategy online or just read a strategy out of a book and apply it and it works like textbook. You will have to tailor it to your own style. You'll have to, figure out how it can work for you, because not everyone is the same. Not everyone trades the same. And that's very important for people to understand that, you can't just take a strategy, and people think so, that, you can just take a strategy from out of nowhere and just apply it, and it's supposed to just bring in this whack of money. It doesn't work that way. You have to be able to understand it and ensure that it fits to your style of trading and to your liking. And your nuances. For example, you guys know me. I like to enter a trade on the convincing candle. Like I came up with that for me. I really wanted to jump in a timely manner on the next candle that's starting. So I said, okay, if I go in on the 58 second, then I should be good. All right. So you have little nuances. So we're finding the resistance on the 1 hour time frame right now of the previous candle, just seeing if price is going to be able to break out of it or not, or if it has already broken it. And you can see where it's right at it right now, getting rejected. All right. This is the last hourly candle, and USD JPY should be dropping, as they so said on the currency strength meter, but we're going to have to watch it and see what it presents to us. okay, on the charts. Because you know the charts is much different than the currency strength. It means that they do not necessarily need to be aligned. So we need to be aware of that. All right, now we're down to the 15-minute. Same thing with the 15-minute. And when using these resistance and support lines, guys, I had a student ask a question yesterday regarding the support and resistance lines. And the question was, which one is more relevant? Which one is it that one is greater than the other or more reliable than the other? And the truth is, I believe the higher the time frame, the stronger that resistance or that support should be. All right. Meaning if you have a 1 hour resistance and a daily resistance, more than likely it will respect the daily much stronger than it will respect the 1 hour. I've seen that. I've back tested it several times and I've seen that happen. I've seen that to be true. So just bear that in mind. So now that we're at the 5-minute bursting through the 1 hour resistance, we're literally at it right now. And we're also at the moving average. We could see a possible turnaround in the market for USD JPY for 5:30. So you want to go ahead and prepare yourself for that. I'm looking to see if we have any zones that will be respected anytime soon. And currently right now I'm seeing our high all the way up here. I'm seeing our high all the way up there. Okay. All right, look into the left, see what's going on here. So we had a push down, a pullback. We have a major floor for sure down here. And we see the market consolidating, moving sideways, broke out to the upside, tanked. And now we are falling on the 5-minute early before the 5:30 candle. So the 5:25 candle is the one that's giving us the drop right now. All right, a little bit too early for us, but let's just see. We could be respecting this area right here. We're respecting the 1 hour resistance, guys. We are respecting the 1 hour resistance right there. All right, let's switch over to the 1-minute chart and see what's going on. Again, the 5:25 candle already moved. As you can see, the 5-minute is crossing. So I want to see what the 1-minute is doing now. The 1-minute more than likely is going to be oversold. So I would have to wait for it to go back overbought or for a retest in order to take this trade. But I'm going to prepare myself with USD JPY. I already have a big drop on the 1-minute. Huge drop on the 1-minute. So let's see if we're going to get any sort of retracement here. Big drops. You see that, guys? Big drops on the 1-minute, creating a lot of imbalance in the market, right? We have a lot of imbalance on that candle. That is a very big candle. That's an engulfing candle right there. So I'm looking to see if we have any imbalance in the market. Oh, there's no imbalance finder on the 1-minute. That's okay. I can see it. It's in between here, this wick, and this wick. That's the 1-minute. So we're at 5:30. We've already crossed down on the 5-minute. The 1-minute is coming up. If you guys want to select USD JPY and get prepared on 3 minutes, I selected the 3-minute. And let's just see if we're going to get a continuation to the downside. The 1-minute is already oversold, so this is not a high probability trade idea. So you might want to reduce your risk if you choose to take this, or not take it at all until the 1-minute reaches back to being overbought and is lined up with the 5-minute. All right, so you want to caution that. But when you have this major push down of a candle, you could potentially see a pullback to mitigate this imbalance, and then you get a continuation to the downside. That's what we're seeing happening right now as the 530 is getting rejected to the downside and is pulling up. All right, we have a floor on the 1 minute right here. As you can see, this 1 minute candle here has a floor. All right, so it's reacting off that level of support right now. All right, 1 minute is trying to press down again. So this didn't perfectly line up for us for 530, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. All right, let's see. The 58 is coming up. If you want to take this, I would suggest you do so on demo or lower your risk. 58 just came, 3 minutes, boom, that would be your entry. If it is that you decided to take that, I took it. Despite the 1 minute being down here, just seeing how heavy the momentum is. Let's see if it's going to continue pushing on down for that win. All right, 5 minutes has already crossed and it has some way to go down. This could be a second opportunity. All right, so let's just let that be and see what AUD JPY has going on for it right now. Let's see. All right. So AUD JPY is still pretty much heavily overbought. It just broke above the zone. Just broke above the zone. Let's see if she's going to be coming back down now to retest. Now, let me know, did anyone execute on that USD JPY? I know pocket options is extremely low. So let me know if you did so on IQ. Let's drop it in the chat. Let me know. So we're coming down on AUD JPY, getting into the zone. All right, very good, Graham. Awesome. All right, just waiting to see if we're in the zone here. All right, I got you, Linda. Awesome. All right, so let's swing on back over to you, Jay. All right, so UJ is consolidating in that area due to that 1 minute. Hey, Linda, you want to prepare yourself for a double up that's coming up in about 10 seconds. All right, we're in profit right now, so no more availability to double up. Just pushed into profit. So if you took this trade, you would have taken it right here. Okay, you'd have taken it right there. Literally right there. So my entry would have been 349. 349. And I'm about to clear. All right, so I just cleared that. Extremely low risk, 1%, as the 1 minute wasn't lined up. But the reason why I took it, guys, is because of the momentum. All right, the momentum. All right, so I see you guys are clearing. I don't really want to call out too many names on YouTube here, so just to keep our privacy going. But I see you guys. I see you clearing. I see you clearing. Cleared the original and the double up. Awesome. Cleared. Great. Wonderful. So I took it, guys. I took it on live, but I went really low risk just because of the fact that the 1 minute was not entirely lined up with the 5 minute. But I wanted to still take it because I saw the momentum coming in. The only reason why we did not catch the 525 candle is because we weren't prepared to take the 525. If we were, then that would, you know, been an awesome clear, because this would have been 525 here. Well, actually, we wouldn't have taken it. You know why? It would have not given us the 3 minutes. Because 525 essentially would have been this candle here, no convincing candle, right? Then this candle, no convincing candle. Then this candle would have been our convincing candle, 527, right? At 527, it means that we would be in for this candlestick. And this would give us 1 minute, 2 minutes. So this would have been pretty much a 2-minute trade. No, it would have been an amazing 2-minute trade for JMax and JMax students, but for Ready Set Go, it would not have lined up. So we would not have taken it. But for more experienced traders who understand that we're in a zone, who understand that the momentum is coming in, then yeah, you could have taken this on the closing of this convincing candle and catch all this move. For those of you who are trading on leverage also, my strategy is able to be duplicated with leverage. So even if you had taken that for a scalp, you're 6 pips in. Okay. So it's an entry technique. All right. So Mr. E is asking, D is asking, how do you determine the momentum? Well, you know, there are several ways. Number one, the strength, the relative strength index, the RSI helps with that. Okay. So you can see where you're overbought. Once you're overbought pushing down, you can tell that the momentum is coming in, number one. Number two, the size of the candles. The size of the candles is showing you the movement from one price to the next. So it means that a lot of sellers came into the market rushing and pushing this down. Now, don't get the momentum different mixed up with the volume. Volume is different. The volume is the amount of traders who are buying up these this Euro USD, the amount of contracts that are going in. But just the candlestick alone, just showing you the length, is showing you the momentum. And the wick size, of course. And the wick size of this 525 candle. 525, 527. These wicks are showing you that sellers are coming in, guys. Remember when we looked at price action and we were looking at the anatomy of a candlestick? Well, that's how you would have noticed that DE, right? And with experience, because you know that price just came out of a retracement and you can see that it's respecting this zone, plus it's meeting the EMA perfectly. So the momentum started to shift from being upwards to downwards. All right. So once this candle came in, that was the momentum coming in. And so I just continue with the momentum onto the next candle. That's all. All right. So I saw that coming into it. So I did not want to miss out on it, giving myself the opportunity to take that trade. But of course, proper risk management, proper money management, unless it's a full-on 100% ready, set, go trade, I'm not going full steam. Literally, if it's a low probability, I'm going low risk. So 1%, medium, 2%, full on, 3%. I'm good. Okay. All right, guys. That's about the size of it. I do not see USD JPY giving us another opportunity for the sell. But if she does, we are prepared for it. Where would that sell come from? Well, it could come from two places. It could come from breaking out of this floor that it created here. Okay. Or it could give us a retest to the zone it just left. So those are the two places that we'll be looking for that. So we'll be looking for the move off of here, pushing on back down, breaking the floor, retesting, and continuing down. Okay. And of course, we have a 1 hour resistance that did not fail us. It was very strong, solid, preventing us from going up, right here. Okay. Now, for those of you who are watching along on YouTube, if this is kind of confusing, it is supposed to be. Why? Because you've not had any official training from myself or you the Ready Set Go strategy. So this might seem foreign to you, but for us, it's just another day. All right. It's just another day in the markets where we analyze, look for a trade idea, set it up, and wait for it to be executed. We take no joy in giving our money away. And we understand that patience pays. So we patiently wait for our setup here in the markets, and we do it 1 hour at a time. You can select your hour. It could be 5 to 6 with me, or it could be some other time when it's convenient for you. See, trading is designed for you to be able to trade on the go anywhere you are and be able to create an income for yourself, create cash flow, or you might want to grow a retirement account. That's one of the things I'm doing. I want to grow an account that will allow me in my later years to be able to do what I want when I want, whenever I want. All right. And not necessarily have to worry about it. And so we have different plans that will help you to accomplish your goals. Different trading plans. All right. And that's the first thing too. Had a conversation with somebody yesterday, guys, and he was saying, why do so many people fail at this though? It must be hard. I said, well, how many people graduate magna cum laude? How many people graduate as a doctor or a lawyer out of their class, right? The percentages are probably low. How many people become valedictorian? I think you can only have one, right? So you really have to be able to be disciplined in this skill set. You have to be very focused. You have to go all in, guys. It's tough. So why do so many people fail? It's simply because they're not prepared to succeed. In order to succeed here, you must have a plan to succeed, a trading plan. Most people I speak to who absolutely fail at this and do not do well, I ask them, well, what was your plan? They don't have one. So how are you going to succeed if you don't have a plan? You fail to plan, you plan to fail. So our trading plan, guys, we do not break it for nobody. All right. And we stick to it. And that's why we've seen the level of success that we have here beyond the charts with profits before sunrise. All right. If you guys want any further information as to how you too can learn this skill so you can pass it on to your friends, your family, please do check the comments below and we'll get you hooked up with one of our educators here. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's see if we can move over to AUDJPY and see what's working for us over there. Okay, so we are still bullish. Guys, it's been 45 minutes and we've still been overbought. Now, nobody can tell me, say, at least let me not say that. You see how long we've been overbought, guys? For almost an hour. All right, we've been overbought. Started to drop on this candle here and just whoop. Why? Because AUD is full blast. AUD is full blast, right? AUD USD is supposed to be worse because USD is only 1 bar strong on the currency strength meter at this time. So let's go over to AUD USD and check it out. Full blast. That means the momentum, Mr. E, the momentum to the upside is strong. How? Because the currency strength meter helps us with that too. If AUD is 10 bars strong and USD is only 1 bar, then the momentum is to the upside. It's supposed to be super strong, and so said, so done. Look, big push-ups, boom, big push-ups. So you've been overbought, hanging out overbought from 5 o'clock, 5:05, right? And look at what happened here. If you were able to catch this, you'd have been good to go. Good to grizzle. Look at this. This is where we broke out of. We came back, retested this floor, which then became support. This was a ceiling here, ceiling, ceiling, ceiling. Finally broke out of that resistance point, came back down, retested it, and just took off. So where's the next place potentially to take this trade? Well, it would have to be the next ceiling, which would be right here. So get prepared, guys. This could be our next potential zone of opportunity. Ooh, I like that, guys. Zone of opportunity. I think I'm gonna use that one from now on. This is your zone of opportunity. I like it. You guys like it? Drop some 333s in the chat. Zone of opportunity. Zoo, zoo. Z-O-O, zoo. You like to go to the zoo? Stupid. Come on, Mark. Get it together. The zoo, guys. Let's go to the zoo. The zone of opportunity is in the box right there. This is where I'll be looking for my next reaction on AUD USD. Screenshot it, take it down, map it, and watch it and see what happens. All right, guys. Time now is 5:47. 5:45 is usually the next time for us to take our trade. Nothing's lined up here for AUD USD. I'm going to go ahead and set my alert on the 30 for my RSI. Boom. All right. And that's about the size of it right there. That's about the size of it right there. So that's it, guys. I'm going to call it. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it 1-0 for this session. And so we are 2-0 for the week on profits before sunrise. That's 2 wins, 0 losses. And let's just see what Thursday has in store tomorrow for us. I'm good to go with that. You guys know how I trade. For me, it's one and done. All right. Whether I get 1%, whether I get 2%, whether I get 3%. Yes, I have a goal. Let's say my goal is to make $100 a day and I only made 50. Well, guess what? If I did not get my 100 in that one trade, guys, I don't go again. And I don't try to make up tomorrow for it either. I don't say because I'm down $50 today, guys, past results do not guarantee future results. Again, trading involves risk. I don't like to speak money, right? Because everybody's situation is different. But let's just say your goal is $100 for the day, right? And you only got $50 today. I'm speaking now on my behalf. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ensure that I stop at that. I'm done. One trade. I'm done. Tomorrow, I'm not trying to make up $150. Start same way. It means that at the end of the month, I might be down. That's okay. All right. For me, that's okay. I'm just telling you how I trade personally. So UJ, somebody wants us to look back at UJ. No problem. All right, so UJ is starting to retest. It's now 550. All right, so we're not in the zoo as yet. All right, we're not in the zoo as yet. But what we are at is we're at this ceiling right here, Mr. D, right here. So we created a ceiling right here. Okay, right here. Price came up on the 5-minute, touched it, didn't quite go over bought like I like it. It just kind of touched it, right? And the 5-minute is pointing down, the 1-minute is dropping. This looks like a good potential opportunity here, guys. All right. So if you have it, you can set your 3 minutes. You should be in right at the 58 second. That would be right then. All right, so 58-second, boom, that's it right there. We have a slight bit of delay with TradingView and my broker right now. So, but it just reached it. I typically like to go for the upper zone. So let's say, for example, this wick here is stretched all the way up to the top. This wick stretched all the way up to the top. So I really like to see when the price gets into the zone, into the zoo, but it has a resistance or a ceiling that's starting right here. So it could get rejected there. It could push all the way up. You really just have to be the judge of that using your RSI and your experience. All right, just looking at the charts. So looking at the 1 minute chart, you can see where this is the highest wick. We have not broken it since, and we're making lower highs. So once you're making lower highs, it's a sign that you're going down in the market. Okay. If you were to take this trade, Mr. E, you'd have taken it on this entry right here, 550. Okay. So your entry should have been, let's see what this is. Your entry should have been 370 if you wish to take that trade. Graham says 368. Graham, are you in this? Okay, good. All right, so okay, perfect. Because this was not not a good ready, set, go trade. All right. So it's pushing up. 5 minute and 1 minute is now overbought. Looking good. All right. So I believe probably the 5:55 or the 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock 5 minute candle should be a good entry point. But we'll just have to wait to see what the RSI is giving us at that point in time. All right. Does that make sense, Mr. E? So it's respecting this ceiling here. It's respecting it right now, right? You can see that it's respecting it. Like physically, you can see that it created a wick right there. It created another wick. So you can see it's pushing up, but sellers are pushing right back down. See, guys, it's a tug of war. It's a tug of war between the buyers and the sellers. And the sellers are trying to push the market down. The buyers are trying to push the market up. And when you see these long wicks, like for instance, this here, you saw the buyers push up into the zone and then the sellers just pushed it right back on down. So it's a tug of war right now between the buyers and the sellers. All right. You can see that it's pushing to get into our zone right now, visiting the zoo. And JPY is losing strength too. Exactly. There's a red arrow. You got it, bro. You got it. You got it. Japanese yen has a red arrow on it on the currency strength meter, so it is losing strength. All right. So that propensity that it had to sell is diminishing with every bar that JPY loses. Does that make sense? So with the strength that it had to drop, if it gets weaker, the drop is going to get weaker. It's just going to happen till it becomes equilibrium where they're now consolidating, and then USD becomes stronger than Japanese yen, and now we're shifting to the upside in the market. All right. So for those of you who are new, for those of you who recently joined our team here, ensure that you're on the Friday sessions, because that's where we really break down the strategy, where we really dive into ready, set, go. So don't miss the Fridays because that's training day. We're not focused on trading, we're focused on training. And then on Monday, you guys know it's Mindset Monday, guys. You will not accomplish your goals without the correct mindset. All right, you have to have the correct mindset. This is not a get rich quick thing. This is not a start with a little bit of money, make a whole lot of money thing. This literally is a skill set, a professional skill set that requires professionalism. You have to take this seriously. You have to take this and treat it like a business. You are essentially an entrepreneur providing yourself your own income. So ladies and gentlemen, that is my time. It is now 5:56. I hope you guys would have had a great experience trading with us this morning. We are 1-0, 1-0 this morning. We could have taken this trade as well for, what was it? This is 5:55, but I'm not going to pressure it, guys. 5:55, this was the convincing candle right here. 5 minutes is crossing down, 1 minute is crossing down. Did you guys catch this? Any of you guys catch this? I was too busy talking. Did you guys catch this? 5:55. Mr. Ellis, this was your move. You can see what happened here, guys. I just missed it because I was focused on talking. Price pushed right up into the zone. Look at this. Pushed right up in the zone, convincing candle, and there we go. Mr. Ellis, you see that? So do not throw your zones away. All right, do not disregard your zones. Oh, you're about to clear. All right, got you. Okay, got you. No, it helped, it helped, but to the extent that it helped, G, to the extent that it helped, we don't know, but it did help. It helped to push it from, let's say it was dropping here and it could have continued its drop, but it didn't. The little loss in strength caused it to push back up, and then it just reached back to the zone. And remember, this is a 1 hour resistance point. It's pretty strong, and then boom, it tanked. Right? See, I'm already 1 up, so I didn't even, guys, I need to do better at that. Look at that. That was an awesome trade. Did anybody else get to take this? We have what, 25 people strong. Did anybody else get to take this? Yeah, it was. Man, convincing candle right here. Enter at the closing of that candle. 1, 2, 3. That's a clear. Oh, I see those clears. I see those clears coming in now. Whew. All right. I'm glad to know you guys took it, because John was star. That was a 5-point trade too. That was a ready, set, go, full on trade. We made it up to the zone exactly as planned. 5 minute was crossing down. The 1 minute was crossing down, and it just absolutely tanked. So kudos to you, Mr. Ellis, for finding that trade setup, executing it on task. We got the first one here, wicked into the zone. I believe that's the one we took and cleared, and then it gave us another opportunity to show us that, hey, do not disregard your zones. You could get a retest and you could get another potential opportunity. All right, it is now 6 o'clock, guys. That was a good one to close out the session. I appreciate each and every single one of you. May the divine forces in me greet the divine forces in you. May you all manifest each and every heart's desire. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are going to be connecting on to the next trading opportunity, that will be with JMax on the Waltz at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will also be back on tonight for Profits After Dark, where we're going to be looking at leverage positions utilizing pips. We're going to be going for pips. All right. So this was options trading this morning. Later on tonight, we're going to be doing traditional Forex style trading. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have an amazing rest of your day. This is your boy, Mark with the C Blake. I'm out. Peace, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. You are welcome, guys. You are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Waited on the 1 minute to cross over. Hey, look, listen, Mr. Ellis, that was an absolutely fantastic trade. You saw it, you called it. Kudos to you, sir. You did well. You did well. Nice trade. Nice trade. You are all welcome. Look at that baby drop. Look at that drop. Jeez. That is a good move. I'm kind of jealous now that I missed it. I didn't miss it. I already took my trade. But trust me, that's another one I would have taken. It just dropped. Nice. And if you're looking at this on leverage, guys, you could take it down to the floor here at 7.3. That's 7 pips easy. Boom. Nice scalp when you're done. If you want to take it further, you could take it down to the floor, down to here. That's 10 pips. 10 pips and you're done. 13 pips max. Look at that move. Sheesh. Nice, guys. All right, I'm out. I gotta run. Yep, she's dropping. Peace, guys. That was good.